Hey, present family, on my way out, and I just wanted to come to you to let you know that the video you're about to watch was recorded about a year ago. And it was on a cold spring day, actually, right before spring. And I was walking in the park and started to think about a childhood memory that was a core memory, but I thought also that it probably had a lot of good lessons I could share with you all. Deception is when you present something as it's true when it's really not, so that you can gain something for someone. Lying is a form of deception. This is a story of something that happened to me in childhood that may seem minor to some, but when you consider the fact that neuroscience has uncovered evidence that lying and cheating, when people are lied to, cheated on, betrayed, deceived in any way, it can actually change the brain chemistry. And so some of these core memories you have about things have actually been the catalyst for the way that you think even as an adult. So take what you will from the video and use it to inform some of the choices that you still may have to make.
I was probably like 4 or 5, whatever age you are before you know what denominations of money are worth. Many people know the joy of hearing the ice cream truck. And I remember being really, really little, and I heard the ice cream truck coming, so I ran in the house to ask for some money. My adoptive mom at the time, she gave me, this is a person who adopted me just for a short period of time in my life, so that's why I call her that. But anyway, she gave me 2 dimes. Now, I didn't know what the dimes were, what they were worth, but I do know that it was enough to get an ice cream. So I run outside and I hear the ice cream truck coming. But before the ice cream truck could reach me, one of the older girls from down the street was walking up the sidewalk. And she walked right up to me before the ice cream truck made it around to where we were. She had 2 nickels and she told me, she said, "I have more money than you." And I showed her what I had, my 2 dimes, and she had the 2 nickels. Well, at the time, a Nutty Buddy or any type of ice cream cost 20 cents. Well, she convinced me that she had more money than me because the 2 nickels were larger than the 2 dimes. So, being as little as I was, and with her being older, I took her word for it. And I traded her my 2 dimes for her 2 nickels. So, when the ice cream truck arrived, she jumped in front and walked up to the ice cream truck and she bought herself an ice cream and then she walked away. So then I was eager for my ice cream and I went up to the ice cream man and I, tried to give him my 2 nickels and I told him what I wanted and he said, "You don't have enough money." I was like, "I do have enough money." As a matter of fact, in my little mind, I probably thought I have more than enough money because I have 2 bigger monies than what I was originally given. He was trying to explain to me that a nickel wasn't the same as a dime and how that didn't equal up to 20 cents. I was devastated. I was devastated because, just like any child, I was looking forward to that. We didn't have a lot of money growing up, so anything that you got, if you got like a little treat or something, that you treated it even more special. He drove off, and I didn't have my ice cream and I started to cry and I just kind of sat there. I just didn't run back in the house and tell. I just kind of took it and I just thought, wow, I really missed out there and I was crying. I learned some things that day. Just because someone was bigger and they came in the form of a person who probably should have took care of me because she was an older child doesn't mean that you should trust them. And a lot of times in this life, there are people who present in a package that society tells us, hey, they're supposed to take care of you, whether that person is a parent or a spouse or, someone who is supposed to just be trusted, an authority figure. And sometimes they don't come through for you in the way that you think they should. So what I learned that day was to trust myself, to trust what I already knew. I already knew that I had enough money to get an ice cream. But because this person presented as an authority figure, this person presented as someone who had my best interest at heart, who wanted to give me more than I had, as a child, I believed her. And I went with that and ended up being devastated and hurt. At that time in my life, it was just a little ice cream. But when you start to think about that in terms of emotional abuse or struggle or being deceived, as we get older in life, those types of mistakes can cost us dearly. It can cost us years of our lives. It can cost us much, much more money. It can cause us to have all sorts of emotional distress when we trust people just at face value because, hey, how could this person possibly hurt me? It was my boyfriend. He was supposed to love me. It was my girlfriend. She was supposed to love me. It was my brother or my sister or my pastor or my rabbi or whomever it happens to be. What you do and what you learn is to trust your instincts and trust your gut. Vet people. I was a child. So as a child, we make those types of mistakes, and it's how we learn and it's how we grow. And while it hurt my feelings not to get a nice cold ice cream on a hot day, it was like the beginning and the foundation of certain experiences that would teach me throughout the course of my life. And now as a grown woman, it's still a metaphor for many things. So it taught me not to trust just because someone appeared as an authority figure or someone looked as if they were supposed to take care of me. It's the little things in life that we learn from. I don't believe we go through any type of hurt or disappointment without trying to learn something from it. And this one is the one that continued to teach me over time. It also taught me that just because something is bigger, that doesn't mean it's better. Because even as a little girl, I was like, hey, this is a good opportunity. Be careful, because with a lot of sadness and a lot of the things that many people are experiencing right now, it would be easy to be tricked into something. Learn that space within contentment that says, while I can be content, I still desire to have different things or more things. I'm not going to ever rush that process for myself. Putting out that type of energy brings with it a desperation that can draw people to you that are not good. I'm not saying that she was some evil little person, but that was a mean thing she did to a little girl, to someone who was littler than her. I'm just saying that there are a lot of opportunists out here, and not just financial opportunists, but emotional opportunists as well. People who prey on your energy or prey on you, they use special opportunities and circumstances and situations when you're mostly distracted and saying, what you want so much and what you need so much. They use those times to prey on you even more. Never abandon your intuition. I was just sitting out here and I was thinking about that. And, there's a part of me, I hope that little girl turned out all right. But there was a part of me when I was really little, it was like, man, I hope somebody really just deals with her, and lets her see that what she did wasn't right. It's cold, it's windy, but I wanted to bring you something to meditate on, something to remind you to always be present for yourself.